PI planning is complete. The teams have committed. The train is ready to move. But here is what catches most new RTEs off guard. Planning was just the beginning. Execution is where the real work happens. It is where you support teams, track progress, and help the train deliver on its promises. If you have ever wondered what your role looks like after PI planning ends, this video will give you clarity. Welcome to part 8 of this RTE learning series. I am Grace Michaels. In this video, I will walk you through how to execute the PI as a release train engineer. We will cover the key events, the tools, and the metrics that help you support value delivery. Let's dive in. Once PI planning wraps up, it is time to execute. As the RTE, you're responsible for assisting teams with value delivery. You're not doing the work yourself. You're creating the environment for teams to succeed. You do this by facilitating ART events, using tools to track progress, and leveraging metrics to manage flow. Let's walk through the key events that happen during a PI. We will start with Coach Sync. Coach Sync is a 30 to 60 minute event that you facilitate weekly as the RTE. Attendance is mandatory for all team representatives. Who attends? Scrum Masters and team coaches, subject matter experts, business owners, system architects, and relevant stakeholders. During Coach Sync, each team's representative answers 4 key questions. What has your team accomplished since the last meeting? What will your team accomplish before the next meeting? Are there any blocking issues? Are you about to block someone else's way? After teams share, stakeholders can ask their questions. Once the meeting ends, your job is to communicate any major blockers, challenges, or impediments to the right people. Don't let issues linger. Next up is PO Sync. This is a 30 to 60 minute event that happens once or twice a week. You facilitate it in partnership with product management. The purpose is to review the ART's progress toward PI objectives. If critical objectives are at risk, product management and product owners adjust scope or find support from other teams. PO Sync is also where you prepare the ART backlog for the next PI. Feature refinement and prioritization using weighted shortest job first happen here. Attendees include you, product management, product owners, and relevant stakeholders. Inviting the system architect or technical leads adds a valuable technical voice. During PO Sync, you will track flow metrics. Here are the 6 key ones. Flow distribution, the proportion of work items by type. Flow velocity, the number of completed items over time. Flow time, the time from start to finish for a work item. Flow load, the number of items currently in progress. Flow efficiency, the ratio of value added work time to total flow time. Flow predictability, how consistently teams meet their commitments. These metrics show you where flow is healthy and where action is needed. Sometimes you may combine Coach Sync and PO Sync into one event called ART Sync. This brings ART leadership together. Scrum Masters, product owners, product management, and system architects all in one room. ART Sync works well when you want full leadership alignment, but many trains still run separate Coach Sync and PO Sync events alongside it. Choose what works best for your train. At the end of each iteration, the ART holds a system demo. This is where features integrated during the iteration are shared with stakeholders for early feedback. Here is how it typically flows. Open with a review of the business context and PI objectives, about 5 to 10 minutes. Describe each new feature before demoing, about 5 minutes. Walk through demos in an end-to-end use case, about 20 to 30 minutes. Identify risks and impediments, facilitate open discussion, and wrap up with a summary of progress, feedback, and action items. System demo is the best time to celebrate your team's work. It shows working software, not just slides or promises. At At the end of each PI, the ART pauses for inspect and adapt. This is one of the most important events. It is where you reflect, learn, and improve. Inspect and adapt has 3 parts. First, the PI system demo. All features completed during the PI are demonstrated. Business owners assign actual business value to each PI objective. Second, quantitative and qualitative measurement. You share the metrics the ART agreed to track. Flow predictability is critical. It shows how reliably the train delivers on commitments. Mature ARTs aim for 80 to 100%. Third, the retrospective and problem-solving workshop. Teams run a short retrospective, no longer than 30 minutes. They identify systemic issues. Interested participants then join a root cause analysis breakout to brainstorm solutions and create improvement backlog items. As the RTE, you facilitate this in collaboration with product management and Scrum Masters. Inspect and adapt carves out time for relentless improvement. It supports a continuous learning culture. Before we close, let's talk about definition of done and team level events. Definition of done is a set of agreements on what done means for a team, for a system increment, for a release. It removes ambiguity and builds quality into everything you deliver. Team level events include backlog refinement, iteration planning, team sync, iteration review, and iteration retrospective. Your role is not to facilitate these. Your role is to coach Scrum Masters to facilitate them well. Check in regularly with your Scrum Masters and team coaches. Schedule one-on-ones. Understand their struggles. Mentor them. And schedule recurring syncs with your system architect and product management. This keeps leadership aligned and gives the ART a unified voice. That is PI execution. Planning sets the direction. Execution is where value is delivered. As the RTE, you support flow, you facilitate alignment, and you drive improvement throughout the PI. In part 9 of this series, we will explore the different events, roles, and responsibilities during PI planning in more detail. See you there.